Welcome to TDN Live Week 9 matchups. I'm your host, Malo Verde. With me tonight, the one, the only, Rick, don't call me Saw Dog Davis. What's up, dude?
What's going on, buddy?
Chilling, man, chilling. From what I understand, we have to give some shout-outs over here to the Yard Dogs over in CB Structures.
Yeah, some guys tune in with me, beginning of the week. Look forward to it.
Right on. Thanks for watching, guys. So, dude, real quick, there was some heated arguments going on the page there. I took notice, too. It seems you and Crush are having some words back and forth. I know he was on here earlier.
Yeah, well, I just feel like he's a little, I wouldn't say jealous, but he's just a little bit upset with the way his season's going, so he's taking shots at other people. Playing him was like, playing a scrimmage game. Playing him was like, playing a scrimmage game.
Wow. Well, there you go. Crush, bringing the thunder. Game number 1. We have the Mean Green going up against the Bears. And for me personally, this is a game of the week. I'm going up against my uncle. The 20 years of fantasy experience is about ready to get smacked down. What I like in this game, I like Manny going up against Houston. The Cowboys-Philly matchup where I have Miles Austin and Deshaun Jackson. You got two of the most high-powered offenses going up head-to-head in a tough division game. I like that. Willis and Cushing, they're leading the way. On the Bears side, Forte against Arizona. Their run defense is actually top 5 in the league, so I don't really see him doing anything there. Carson Palmer and Ocho Cinco going against Ravens defense. Last time they only put up 19 for Palmer and 11 for Ocho Cinco, so that's going to be a tough one. What do you think, Doug?
I think that the Ravens defense is going to step it up because of what Ocho Cinco did. He sent the secondary some deodorant because they stink. So I think they're going to step their game up and kind of shut him down. Peyton's going to have a beast game. I think Deshaun Jackson is going to go for his 6th touchdown of over 50 yards. Austin's just beasting down there. He's the real number 1, so I'm going to go with Green in this game.
Game number 2, True Player going up against BJP. Breeze going up against Carolina. Carolina has struggled as of late, although I think that's going to be a game to watch. I think the D'Angelo Williams in that game is going to give the Saints some trouble. He's got Ryan Grant going up against Tampa. Tampa, of course, is yet to win a game this year, so I think Green Bay is going to get up early and they're going to turn to Grant to run the clock out. On BJP's side, he's got Johnson versus a banged-up secondary. Andre Johnson in the Colts. Curtis Lofton's questionable. I like Beeson against the Saints and Gore versus Tennessee. I am going to have to take BJP in this one.
Well, you know what? I'm going to have to go with you on that one, too. It just seems like more favorable matchups on his side. I like Breeze, what he's going to do. I think Grant's going to beast, too, but I really feel like Romo's going to have a great game against the Eagles.
Game number 3, we got Keg Killers going up against the Crush. D-Mac versus the Cowboys, that's going to be a high-scoring affair. Benson versus the Ravens, he had a great game against them. But I look at Keg Killers and I see Adrian Peterson on a bye. Enough said. Anquan Bolt and Ronnie White are both questionable, may or may not play. If they do, they might not be effective. So I see the Crush rolling in this one.
Yeah, I agree. Bolden's ankle still tore out there, just talking about that on ESPN. Roddy White had some issues with, even if he does get his lineup in, which I'm sure he will because he got it in late last week, I still think the Crush rolls in this one, even though it pains me to say that.
Game number 4, Red Rider against Yard Dogs. I think the key to this game is having Tom Brady throwing to Randy Moss. Those kind of things in fantasy football tend to shift the scoring only because when he gets 6, you get 6 as well if they throw a touchdown pass. I love the Oompa Loompa. I mean, the kid, he's put up 50-plus in 3 games this year. He's going against KC. Look for him to get nuts. So, Ray Rice against Cincy and, Hines Ward, I think, against Denver. Ben's going to be looking for that target, but I don't think it's going to be enough to take down the Yard Dogs. I like the Yard Dogs to beat Red Rider and give him his 2nd straight loss.
Yeah, I'm going to go with myself on this one, too. But I just want to note that I think Burleson's going to beast on in this game. It seems like the Hasselbeck picks apart, weak secondaries, and I think he's going to beast on Detroit. So I'm going to, call Burleson one of my beasters.
Greensburg Gold member going up against the Austin Cowboys. He's got Schaub and Slayton Gold member. I mean, they got to get going in order for that game for Houston to play well in that game. Witten versus the Eagles. As much as I hate to say it, he's an Eagle killer. Looking at the Cowboys, he's got Warner versus Chicago, Brandon Marshall versus a tough Pittsburgh defense. I actually think Eddie Royal is going to be the difference there for Denver to get anything going. LT versus the Giants is tasty only because of what the Eagles did last week to the Giants defense, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Schaub, Slayton, and Witten, and Gabriel Wilson going up against a pass-happy Brady and the Patriots offense. I'm taking Gold member in this one.
Yeah, I think so too. I'd go that way as well. The only questionable thing I got would be Steve Slayton. I know he got the nod again as a starter, but if he's on thin ice over there. If he does anything stupid in the first beginning of the game, he's going to be out, and Moats is going to go in. So if that happens, that might throw a Gold member for a loop. But Schaub's going to beast, I think, just because it's going to be a shootout where he's playing. I think the projected 19 he's going to get a lot higher than that.
Next game, BTK going up against the Heavy Metal. Rodgers against Tampa Bay, forget about it. Manning to Wayne is the number one wide receiver quarterback tandem in the league this year. I could see them, it's going to be a shootout. I think Colts and Texans. Heavy Metal, he's weak at wide receiver. The only person I see doing anything maybe Kellen Winslow, only because rookie quarterback checking down to the tight end. Orton, I think, has a real big test going up against Pittsburgh. Real tough defense going to come at him with the blitz. He's going to have to get rid of the ball. Really, Rodgers is the selling point on this one. BTK rolls over Heavy Metal.
Yeah, that sounds good to me, too. I think Kyle Orton, they figured out his game and Denver's game last week. They just sit on the short game. He don't throw the deep ball at all, and if he does, it's nowhere near where he wants it to go. So, yeah, I might have to go with BTK, too, on that one.
All right, game number 7, San Saba going up against Danville Destroyers. He's got Chris Johnson, but he's going up against a stingy 49ers defense. He's got a backup tight end in there, and Martellus Bennett. The thing for him is a strong defense, and to tell you the truth, Rick, I'm absolutely wacko for Joe Flacco. The Destroyers, Vernon Davis and Alex Smith, it seems like they're finally living up to the hype. Jared Mayo coming back from injury for the Patriots, going up against that run-happy Wildcat. Brandon Jacobs, though, where's he been? He hasn't really been effective for the Giants too much this year. So looking at Saba to take the win in this one.
I think I'm going to go with Destroyers on this one just for the fact that I think Hasselbeck's going to go off up there. I think Vincent Jackson's going to have a good game, too. Like you said, Vernon Davis, they got something going over there. And, I'm just going to go with the Destroyers on that one. Upset of the week.
Upset of the week. There you have it, folks. You heard it here on TDN Live. Last game, Heartbreak Kid going up against the G-Men. I'll tell you who I really loved in this game. D'Angelo Williams against the Saints. Miami proved that you could run the ball on the Saints. I think that Carolina might give the Saints a run for the money. It's going to be interesting. I'm not saying that they're going to win. I'm just saying it's going to be an interesting game. G-Men's got a solid defense. I like the Andre Caldwell plug in there. Of course, he had the game-winning touchdown pass for Cincinnati in the first game against the Ravens. I think DJ Williams is going to have a big game. So I see HBK taking it here.
We'll take HBK in that game as well. In fact, my computer just crashed on me, so I can't really check out what I was going to say.
There you have it. There's your matchups for Week 9. We're going to take a quick commercial break, eat some snacky s'mores, and come back with some beasters and sleepers. You're watching TDN Live.